All right, we begin by breathing deeply. Now, breathing deeply today means to exhale. It means to let go and to exhale. So when we breathe in, and quite often we do not breathe consciously when we breathe in. It just happens. But I want to right now focus on exhaling, letting go all the days, all the problems, all the stories, all the fears, because we're going to empty the vessel, which is the body. We're going to empty the vessel of all that old stagnant energy. And we do this simply by conscious breath. So, of course, you're going to breathe in, and then after we empty, we'll focus on the inhalation. But as you breathe in, you just begin to breathe in, and you see a lot of pink in the room today. Many, many shades of pink, light pink, dark pink, bright pink, soft pink. We want you to see beautiful pink light. It can be multi-spectrum pink. And we want you to see, as you breathe in, you breathe that pink light in, and you feel it, and it is soft, it is not weak, it is soft, it is subtle. And you feel that pink light coming down with your inhale, going to your lungs. And then when you exhale, you feel like you have bellows. You almost feel like somebody is giving you resuscitation and they're pushing down on your chest so you can really exhale out that old energy. So we're going to just focus on this, breathing in that pink light into the lungs. And then when you exhale, just really feel. And the only thing pushing on your lungs to exhale the old is your own soul, your own spirit, your own higher self. Again, emptying the old stagnant energy. Pink, beautiful light in, subtle as it is. Feel it, experience it coming in. It's just like oxygen. It just comes in and it fills up your lungs as much as you can. And then you will see where you can't get the oxygen in. That's where you exhale and Now, as you know, when you breathe in that pink light, it's coming down. Not only is it coming out and then coming out with the exhale, because the pink light has already been picked up by the blood corpuscles and taken into the bloodstream. So this alignment of energy is you're breathing pink light in, it's being picked up by your blood, it's being carried through the molecule of oxygen to your physical body. And then as you exhale, the older, denser energies are being exhaled. And you literally think about this while you do it today, but also in the coming days and times, exercise this letting go before you go into deeper meditation. So there's room inside of you for the higher frequencies. Quite often you will see as you begin to do this, a part of you might begin to feel lightheaded. You might begin to feel like you don't have control, but you totally are in control because it is you, the soul, the higher self, the personality, desiring an alignment that allows you more love in your life. And to do this, you have to have an opening for it because love is everywhere. As you breathe into this now, you allow yourself, if you will, to simply say, I open my physical body. I resonate and vibrate to the frequency of love and beauty, which is being given to me now. Breathing deeply. The pink light represents love and beauty. Again, not of this world, higher fields of love and beauty. Frequencies, vibrations. So light is the carrier of vibration. And you begin to feel that pink light coming into your body, and then the willingness to let go, the crystallization in the physical form of anything that's not light and not love. And you don't have to categorize it. This is always the hard part in being human. You have experiences of extraordinary beauty and love and spirituality come to you, but then you have a mind. And the mind likes to categorize and to label. And we're taught that from the time we're little children and enter school. Everything becomes black and white to the lower mind. And so, in this love and in this beauty, you're actually also going to call into the mental body, because the lower mental body is about negotiating this life. It's a lower body. It is the black and white, the concrete mind. That's what they call it, for good reason, because it's solid. And so when you begin to do this breath work, and then when you do the affirmation for the mental body, it is quite easy for the ego to grab hold in the mental body and to refuse to be willing to let go. Because the concrete mind, the egoic idea of the mental body, is to fortress yourself within your individuality. Now, as we do this energy work now, you're realizing you're not unfortressing yourself. You're actually opening to your own subtle vibrations, which are your higher mind, your higher spirit, your higher energy. But sometimes the old egoic mind, the old concrete mind, walls up even your own individual life from your own higher source. And indeed, this is what happens when you get stuck in the incarnational cycles on this planet. So as you breathe this pink light in, and you feel your willingness to let the body open to love and beauty that is coming now, you allow yourself to breathe in now and say to yourself, I open my mental body. I ask my higher self, my higher mind, the higher outworkings of my spiritual mental body to pull me up out of the closed forms that I have been living within. Breathing deeply. Indeed, you're asking for a rescue operation. Again, you won't leave the body. You'll still have your lower mind, but you're asking to have the opening now so you are not concreted inside your egoic fears, your egoic protections, your egoic identity. Now, this can feel quite vulnerable at first. But when you realize you are only opening to your own higher spiritual awareness, to the soul that made you come to earth, to the soul that said, you go and walk the earth now. You go and you be this person. You go and you have those parents. You go and you work through these issues. So you begin to understand you are asking that soul who knew from higher evolutionary consciousness what was necessary for your evolution, for you to evolve. And if you look at the word evolve, the first four letters are the reverse of love. So you were evolving to more love. That is what the soul is, more love. That is what the spirit is, more love. As you keep breathing that pink light in, you can begin to feel it's going to the organs of the body, to the glands of the body. It's going to the corpuscles of the body. You begin to understand that the light is not something that you have created, that the light is always here. The spectrum is always here, even when you do not see a rainbow. Those spectrums are there. It all depends on refraction and reflection. It all depends on particles. It all depends on many things, but it's all happening all the time. Like the sun is shining all the time, even if you do not see it, because it is shrouded by clouds. Even if you do not see it, because it is turned away from it, your soul is always there. But you have been sent to a world of free choice. And so it is now your time to make the choice to say, I open my body to love and beauty. I open my lower mental body and ask my higher mind to come in and open the fortress I have lived in the name of egoic identity, so that I may indeed be my more loving, spiritual being. As you do this now, you realize we are not here in the presence today of just you and your stories and your histories and your ideas and your genetic patterns and your karmic patterns and your emotional patterns and your mental patterns. You are in the presence of many spiritual consciousness, not lower consciousness, but higher ethereal beings who have already transversed this path of evolution and are here now on this earth in higher dimensional states, allowing you to have a buffer for this time of change. And just for a moment, feel that buffer. It's not to protect you. It's like a pillow to lay your head on. It's like a place to rest your weary body. It's like a place to be held in the arms of the most divine love, as you indeed decrystallize your patterns. As you breathe deeply now and feel the support of these higher realms of angels and cherubs and seraphims, and these are not new, these are not imaginations. They are in all the history books. They have always been in the history books. There has always tales of multidimensional beings on earth simultaneously with you. You happen to live in a particular time on the planet where the veil has been thickened by self-identification, egoic identity, and the truth is there are still all these realms there, and all are here because it is time for your earth to birth and evolve, even in the beauty of her magnificence of manifestations of love in the form of food, water, everything humans, animals need to live a third dimensional life. All of it has been provided by your Mother Earth. So feel that truth. As you say to yourself, I open my emotional body. I forgive myself. And I forgive those in my life's journey who have created me closing down to the truth of the wisdom of my spirit. I open my emotional body and I allow the joy of knowing I am loved eternally into my everyday life, into my thoughts, into my feelings, into this world I live in. Now you begin to feel this beautiful pink coming through you. You begin to feel this pink around you. You begin to feel your own energy body. You begin to feel you're not so heavy. You begin to feel the lines that draw your life in place are not so thick. You allow yourself to rest in your own spirituality. Rest in your own energy body. As you see yourself sitting in a big, beautiful ball of pink light. And this pink light is not passive. this pink light is pure. It is powerful. This pink light, as you sit in it now, is being overlighted by the star Venus, which to most of you is simply a dot in the sky, but Venus is a planetoid star that has sent messengers to this world many times in the name of awakening. So as you feel that pink ball of light around you, recognize it as your awakened you. And honor it and own it. Just like you do those tiny little thoughts that keep you afraid. Those tiny little thoughts and deep feelings of genetics. Those tiny aches and pains that the body manifests. Rest in this pink etheric body. As you say, I open my etheric body. I ask for a recalibration so that indeed I can breathe consciously and deeply and lovingly through all which is on my path at this time on earth. I open my etheric body and I unlock the stores of wisdom, the stores of capacity, the stores of contractual arrangements with my own soul that override the genetic contracts I have made, that override, because I am here as a balanced spiritual being walking the earth in a time of massive electromagnetic change. As you do this, see ourselves as a ring of pink light now. Each person a blossom on a bigger bush of light. Each blossom, each filled with petals of all your life's work. And as you see that, you know you're at a time now in your spring, which represents a time where all that is old and finished gets cut away, so that new life can come. So as you feel this alignment coming to you, be willing for your spirit and your soul to cut away what no longer serves your higher capacity. Walking the planet now. Allow yourselves, if you will, as you see this ring of pink with each person an individual blossom, with each petal the stories of your life, your willingness coming in from the higher worlds, from your own higher understanding, from the place that you have come from. Not a lower world to here. You came from a higher world to this lower world. And now remember that globe sitting in the center of the room. That globe and all its beat upness. It's not stable the way it used to be because its axis isn't operating in the same way. And you allow yourself to see the earth herself, and you don't see it as something that you're a victim of, but rather that you are with the activity that is occurring to the planet. The axis is shifting on your world. It is in your science. Your planet is shifting axis, and as such, her electromagnetic fields are changing. So as you tune into your own energy, and as you tune into the planetary energy, and as you understand you are not the victim of the planetary earth changes or the weather changes. You are the here part of the plan. Plan it. It has all been planned. And tune in to the help that the earth has for you.